People who have posted on r/roastme and regretted it. What was the comment that destroyed you? You look like how touching wet food in the sink feels. Was the one that got me, but my favorite was. You look like broke ass Doctor Strange. Doctor Spare Change. Goddamn, that wet food one must suck. BC, I hate touching that speep. Doctor Change one is hilarious though. I posted a buddy a few years back. Mentioned he was in the Navy with me, and the best one was, I bet your two dads get excited every time there's a knock on their door. Only to be majorly disappointed that it's you, and not a folded flag. Here is the post. Ouch. That one made my jaw drop. I posted on an old account years ago. The only comment I got was, "No." Actually, that is the harshest I read here. It would be impossible to hit or offend me with any comment, but just receiving a no. And everyone follows suit. No upvotes except for that comment completely ignored. Not even worth a second of people's time. This comment is an even bigger burn, lol. Were you the person that wrote no? Just to come back years later and explain the psyop? Undefined. I don't know if this person is the same one I commented on, but I did once post a no comment to a roast. The reason being, the quote accompanying their photo was something along the lines of "give me the attention I obviously crave and insult me, so I figured not giving them what they wanted would burn." That wasn't mine, but I kinda feel bad for that person, lol. I bet they use that septum ring to pull you away from the buffet lines. Damn. Someone told me you look like someone went into the AI creator and set your eyes as far apart as they could go. I laughed, but I also died. I was proficient in making ugly me eyes, so this one really hit me. Someone once said I looked like a sexually deprived lesbian. I'm male BTW. Another said I looked like the after pick from a crystal meth sap. Congratulations on getting off of meth, I guess. And the roast continues. When I smile I get super deep forehead wrinkles, and prior to posting I hadn't been insecure about these. 5 years later I'm still super insecure about them and have bangs to hide them because I got like 8 different comments about them. Moral of the story, don't post on RoastMe if you aren't prepared to unlock a new insecurity. Yeah, I think that's a pretty bad idea to post there. I've been contemplating for a couple years now. Part of me thinks I can switch off my insecurity, like the opposite of going to work, and switching on my social skills. But the other part heeds all the warnings about coming out feeling more hurt than expected. I would have to post a picture that is purposely ridiculous and filled with ammo. Not a selfie I legit tried to feel good in. Someone telling me I should shave my beard because it looked terrible. Despite everyone who had seen me with and without a beard saying it looked great and really sweeted me. I relayed this to the commenter. He responded, "How bad is your bare face for them to say that then?" Man popped off with a double roast. I'm laughing more than I should. Probably. You look like the human version of a soft handshake, my buddies, and I still get a kick out of this undefined. I saw a girl get called a personified yawn on that sub. That one still gets me from time to time. The automod said that it could not be submitted because it may have been undefined. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Roasted by the automod. This is the first I've heard, and I cannot stop laughing. You look like the word lettuce undefined. I don't know what this means, but it hurts. If your acne was braille it would read "Daddy was mean to me." Oh my gods. That would have destroyed me. As a kind of fat guy with glasses, probably the most eviscerating comment I got was "looks like Harry Potter has let himself go." I mean, pretty easy, but also pretty universally understood. I remember someone getting told you look like your patronus is a cake. I'm from India. I posted when I was in my second year of engineering. Someone commented that I shouldn't be wasting time on engineering as I'll end up in tech support. I graduated last year and guess what? I'm working as a tech support specialist. FML. Have you tried turning your life off and back on again? Holy speep. That's good. I never posted, but I remember a 40-something fitness model posting on r/RoastMe, obviously trying to boost her already high confidence. Her post was cocky, asking for people to try to find something wrong with her. Her body was amazing, and she was an attractive person, but someone commented, "Looks like you skipped face day," and this comment lives in my mind rent free. So peeping great. Link. I got you, fam. Enjoy the utter brutality. The has one night stand. Keeps Anam on it. Got me. Did you receive your free starter cat in the mail yet? My dumbass posted on there thinking it would be funny and got my pride completely curb stomped. I think the best comment I got was, "You look like a Muppet designed to teach children about lesbians." I want to draw this Muppet for my dear alone. Remind me. It's been 8 minutes. Don't forget to draw this. 9 minutes now. I'm on edge. 10 minutes. I can barely contain my excitement. So I don't regret it, but someone said my hairline is so far back that even Rosa Parks won't sit on it, which is great lol. This is the kind of stuff I love reading. Genuinely clever. I wouldn't even be mad. You look like a Keebler elf with Down syndrome. That one hit the hardest undefined. Q. Where is the post? I deleted the RoastMe because I realized I didn't want my face on Reddit anymore. Here's a link to it without the image. Q. Do you look as bad as described? I don't think so, but use your imagination. Q. Peeping furry. Okay. How do I respond? Peeping non-furry? LMAO. I'd think of that any time I felt a drop of confidence. I'm too sensitive to post there. I swear that subreddit is for people who never got bullied in school. I already have plenty of roasts that I still remember from when I was a kid. Why would I want to do that to myself all over again as an adult? I've managed to cope pretty well with the trauma of my childhood bullies. I'm immune to bullying now. I feel like that's what a lot of them must be thinking. Personally, I think my days of getting bullied gave me a lot of perspective on what matters to me and made me a stronger person. But I'm not naive enough to go asking for a hero's dose of it. That speep still hurts. I didn't regret it, but this one stood out to me the most. You look like a hobbit from a Bollywood rendition of The Lord of the Rings. That's a remake I'd like to see, to be fair. True. I'd pay good money to see the musical interpretation of the Riders of Rohan as depicted by Punjabi equestrians. Oh man, where do I sign up? Seems like a blast. Definitely didn't destroy me, but someone told me I look like I could cosplay as an onion. I have no idea what it means, but I think it's hilarious. 'Cause you make people cry. Or they look like Shrek. This one person told me you're the product of your mama riding a zebra's face at a zoo-themed swingers party. That's incomprehensible. Are you multiracial? Like part Irish and part Picasso painting or something? Like part Irish and part Picasso painting or something? I've been chuckling from the comments on this so far, but this is the one that sent me. Like I made a mental image of Conor McGregor, but it's PS to level Tomb Raider and his bulge is just a pyramid. Hey you /smockaplants, can we get your artistic rendition of this one? I thought it was you /smoky pencil this time. You look like a speep tier budget version of yourself, got me good. GF was not happy you look like a discount sex doll. Her natural big lips may have played a part. I told her repeatedly it was a bad idea. Damn. If my so repeatedly tells me it's a bad idea to post on /r/roast, that's the worst roast. Let's be honest. It's a bad idea to go on there no matter what. Everyone gets roasted. Some get incinerated. You look like how Japanese propaganda portrayed white people. What happened, bro? So simple yet so devastating. I used to have long hair and a fairly large beard, so I was told I look like Bin Laden's fluffer. For those who don't know, a fluffer is a person employed to keep an adult film star aroused on the set. These duties, which do not necessarily involve touching the actors, are considered part of the makeup department. After setting up the desired angle, the director asks the actors to hold position and calls for the fluffer to fluff the actors for the shot. Fluffing could also entail sexual acts such as fellatio or non-penetrative sex. I posted a pic of me on an unrelated subreddit and everyone started saying how messed up my teeth were, and I had no idea they were so bad. I got Invisalign like 4 years later because Reddit bullied me. The real roast. If r/RoastMe is not getting any comments at all. Yes, that would be the absolute worst, I feel. I didn't have much issue with mine. I have never been one that let people's words bother me. But I used to live with a girl who, after she saw mine and the clever responses I got, tried to do her own. And she was reduced to tears by how just outright mean some of the comments were. The best ones are where the op goes along with the roasts and takes them further. There was this guy who was almost funnier than the roasts he got. I tried to go along with as many of them as I could. In my head, roasting is that we make fun of me together, right? But some of hers was just outright insults, like you're fat, that gives nothing to work with. Yeah, that's lame. I still find a lot of fun posts there, but some are outright disgusting. I'm Indian and my caption was I got a D on my transcript and I'm tired. Go ahead. And the whole comment section calling me mindy failing. Not me, but recently Gross Gore, a streamer, posted himself on RoastMe and the comments brought out his previous sexual harassment cases. The person who was harassed spoke out and so did others. Cue to him losing his Twitch partnership and getting banned. Best comment so far. Justice served. I can't say it destroyed me, but I only posted on Roast once. Posted on an old account that's gone now, and was expecting the 5-head jokes. Totally knew that was coming after all, that's why I have bangs lol. But the best one I've ever gotten was you looked like a pedophile's wet dream. I saw this happen live once. We were all in college, and there was this really petite girl in our friend group. We were all out on a casual day event, no loud music. You could hear everyone's conversation, and she was flirting up with this new guy she met there. They were going at it for like 15 minutes, and he drops this peeping line. It was like the eye roll record scratch sound effect happened. The whole area got dead quiet, and people were like, did he actually just say that? Needless to say, she bailed on that conversation. Not me personally, but I saw an article about an Instagram model that deleted social media after posting on r/RoastMe and getting obliterated. Didn't she argue with everyone first? It wasn't me, but I saw someone get roasted. They posted 2 pictures, one from a couple years ago and one recent, and all the replies were, man, we don't want to roast you. You need to seek help, or we can't be the reason why you commit suicide. You looked like you're in a bad place and just looking for an excuse. You have the body of a sumo wrestler and the hands of a ballerina. Someone said I got a bad lip job and I should ask for my money back. They are my natural lips. I asked for it lol, but felt bad about it off and on ever since. This is gonna be a lot of alt accounts posting their own jokes. I'm guessing it had something to do with high foreheads. I'm curious to know why anyone would post there now in the first place. We all know it's a place where people go to be cruel. What the hell makes you wanna post there? I've seen people do it for profile clicks / self-promotion. Or some people seem a bit delusional about their looks and think they'll be unroastable / complimented instead, also delusional. The most savage one I've ever seen was a response to a young, attractive Turkish woman. It was something like, your face is so forgettable. It's like what happened in Armenia during WW1. Turkey still denies the Armenian genocide happened. As an Armenian myself, I approve of this roast. The actual roast was much more hilarious. LMAO. Actual post. That's an incredible roast. Back when awards actually had value. I hate inflation. I posted in the midst of trying to lose weight, in what I thought was a cute new yellow shirt anonymous account. Someone said I looked like a failed glycemic SpongeBob. I returned the shirt and spent months relapsing into mild eating disorder. They managed to be 100% right. Undefined. For those of you saying rude things, the original question is asking people who regretted posting to the sub why they regretted it, and that's what I was answering. You don't have to blow up my inbox telling me that I'm an idiot. Save your strength. Bruh. Man. I guess sometimes you shouldn't go there and post. I'm very sorry, hope you do well. God. I know my fragile mind couldn't take it. It awes me that some people can. Someone online once told me I looked like a hoe, and I remember that speech 7 years later. My ego grew 3 sizes smaller that day. The who people are cute though. I posted it on my old account once, and like 30 people told me I looked like Kim Jong-un's sister. Anyone else checking everyone's profiles looking for comparison pics? I used to really enjoy finding the nuggets of gold in the RoastMe comment section, like many of you I assume, but I have more recently stopped after realizing it has gone to speep. It reminds me of those Mornich UK rate my meal deal type pages from a couple years ago. That started out with some pretty clever stuff, or at least some creatively funny insults based off someone's lunch, but very quickly went down the pan as it gained traction and everyone piled on to get that sweet buzz from leaving a hurtful comment hoping to be reposted in somewhere else. Quickly went from making a pretty funny assumption about other choices someone would make in their daily life based on a sandwich, to pretty much ham sandwich. I'll kill you and rape your entire family. Really made me look at what I was seeing on my feeds. The eternal September phenomenon. I see it more and more on Reddit these days. Oof, I'm sure there are a lot of them. I wish that they'd understand that no one on r/roastme will hold back. There will be tons of insults below the belt. I highly doubt we'll see most comment here either. If they're the type to regret posting on r/roastme, I don't think they would be the type to revisit the memory by replying to this. Are you Berlin? Because it looks like you got peeped by 3 nations. A cokehead dumped me for a cokehead and someone who claimed they knew me said they were better off. I got sad. This one was a doozy. Well, the big tits and moon face make me think you are a standard Americanized Asian woman. Some weebs probably want to peep you, so that inflates your ego a little bit, and you treat yourself to that pint of Ben & Jerry's. But you regret it now, and that's why you won't show off your flappy ass upper arm bingo wings. You'll think you can do better for the next couple years than pop out some Mountain Dew swilling, fedora wearing, neckbed child. You would be an embarrassment to an inbred methed out Alabama trailer park family. I pity your parents. You look like Simon Pegg's gay brother. Simon pegged? Not me, but I remember seeing this roast that I think about at least once a month. They said, you look like the end boss of a base fishing game. I actually found it quite funny when I did it. The best roast though was telling me I looked like a less funny, more Jewish Seth Rogen. Plot twist, u/Nathanator 179 is female. I'd almost take that as a compliment. Seth has very feminine features. Great tits too. I'd rather not get more insecurities than I already have. I think the most savage one I saw was a Japanese girl who posted her photo and the top comment was something like, no one got roasted harder than your grandparents. Fuwak. You have the face of a goddess and the body of a cow. And similarly, in real life, by someone I was seeing, unprompted. You would be an absolute goddess if you just lost some weight. He also said I had to drop 100 pounds in less than a year if I wanted to date him despite being disabled and having hyperthyroidism, making it hard to lose weight. I'm now engaged to a man that encourages me to lose how much weight I want to, but still loses his peeping mind when he sees me naked or gets nudes from me. Lol, he never asks for a nude, but when I ask if he'd like one, he says I have a 45. If I ever say I don't, peeping shoot me. No one commented. I have never understood why people post on that sub. What are you looking for? It's literally a roast and people are damn mean. If you can make it through a RoastMe session and not break down, you're mentally tough, confident, secure, or beyond giving a speep. One day out of the blue someone might say something that breaks you down, and you're not expecting it. That hits harder than you expect. But if you volunteer for roasting, then you will learn every flaw people see, and you can learn to let it wash over like water and maybe even take some genuine criticism, and be prepared to take insults better. Perhaps even sharpen your wit to counter a roast. But these are people on the internet. Strangers. They know nothing of your intelligence, personality, integrity, etc. They are literally commenting on superficial things about you. The last thing I need is to have those flaws blasted on social media when I'm trying to work on the deeper aspects of myself. I get what you're saying, but it's still so foreign to me. Instead of roasting those people, I want to hug them all and tell them they are good people worth investing time in. People mentioning other people's RoastMe posts lol. And not answering the peeping question. Someone said I look like a melted blow-up 6-doll version of Alexandra Daddario. Now I don't have to go to the zoo to see a giraffe. Posting on r/roastme in the first place, expecting some original roasts, instead of people using the same 5 things. Some asshole went through my profile, found an unrelated pic of me and my wife, and started ripping on her instead. Never went back. Best roast I ever saw was, maybe she's born with it, maybe it's methamphetamine. I was told I look like the word lacrosse. I don't even know what that is. If only there was some kind of book or website that has every single word imaginable that you could look up. Sorry, I miswrote the sentence. I don't even know or care about what it is. I know it's a very posh sport like polo, and that's enough for me. Lost a bet to a friend a couple years ago, so I fired up a burner account and awaited my fate. Received something along the lines of "you look like the twisted result of a peep boy and a severely health obsessed horse girl, as in not a single thing about your appearance works to benefit the other. Total contradiction and all the brutal works God could enact upon your face." I don't regret it, but it did make me laugh. This guy said I looked like the love child of Pee Wee Herman and Urkel. Wouldn't say I regretted it, but most posts seemed to revolve around me being bland looking, which honestly I think is hilarious. Gross Gore posted on there, and people started bringing up previous allegations, and now he is permabanned on Twitch. Are those acne marks or burn marks from when you were trying to hop the fence from Mexico? I want to post there. My skin is thicker than America's ass, but the people of Reddit is stalkerish and less amusing than the people of /b would probably darksks or cancel me or some speep. It would go beyond roasting my alopecia and thumb look in headl mayo. I've never understood why people post on there. I'd probably lose every bit of self-confidence I have left. Not a comment, but a crudely drawn caricature of me. They uploaded the drawing maybe like 20 minutes after I had made the post. Out of everything else, that's what got me the most. The fact that it took a complete stranger roughly 20 minutes to create a distorted and unappealing image of their own perspective about my physical looks. Feels badman undefined. Don't take that as a down. Someone spent 20 minutes of their finite life to think and create a piece of art of you. It might not be flattering, but that's 20 minutes of that person's life spent on you in their mind. Plus why bother what a stranger thinks that doesn't know you? I paid a lot for my lip fillers, and I'm very proud of them. But then a guy on r/RoastMe said that my lips look like an old gay truck driver's prolapsed butthole. At the time I read it I just laughed. But later that night, when I looked in the mirror my inflated lips suddenly looked really ugly and ridiculous to me. I couldn't stop picturing prolapsed buttholes in my mind, and to this day I can't stand looking at myself in the mirror anymore. I confronted my friends who told me that my lip fillers looked nice, and they confessed that they didn't really think they looked nice, and they just lied to me to be polite. NBSP. Moral of the story. Be honest with your friends, especially about lip fillers. In their defense, you'd already had it done. So telling you it looked like Speep would be adding insult to literal injury. Hyaluronic acid fillers can be dissolved with hyaluronidase. So they probably should told her and all she would have wasted was her money. We've all got that one person in our friend group that won't shut up about hyaluronidase. We get it, Phil. You love hyaluronidase. But it's your shot and the people wanting the pool table after us are looking impatient. Asked people to roast me. Found out my fella had feelings for someone that. She gleefully posted screenshots of them both. Gotta say. Was the ultimate roast. The worst I got was "you look like you cry during sex." After reading these comments it's fair to say I'm not gonna post on r/RoastMe for the sake of my self-esteem. I'll never understand why people would even post there at all. I'm so terrible to myself that I don't need others to do it for me. Look at that high-waisted man. He's got feminine hips. That's the thing I'm most sensitive about. I got told I had a body like a bag of milk. Devastating. This was on a different rating sub but someone told me I look like Gypsy Rose. Pro tip. If you value your mental health and self-esteem, do not post in r/RoastMe. You are all brave souls. I have crappy psychological deficiencies as it is. No thanks, I choose happiness. Imagine getting roasted by Reddit and then by the firm you work for. I commented on a post one time and got 9k karma. I'm curious to know what the op thought about my roast. Brave. Not r/RoastMe, but I heard a coworker say tall, dark, handsome, and tattooed. I joked that they were talking to me. They went point by point to make sure that I knew I matched none of those descriptions. Ouch. I from Germany. Posted when I was in MU last year of digital engineering. Someone commented that I shouldn't be wasting my time on digital engineering as I'll end up in tech support. I graduated and guess what? I'm working as a tech support specialist. FK it. You look like you've had a lot of abortions. Not super savage, but I had posted in a rate me thread and usually got a pretty solid 7.5 average. The comment that I will never forget is honestly I don't know what to make of you because me either, buddy. All these commenters with no RoastMe threads on their profiles. This was back in the days of being on 4chan. Same principle LMAO. Thank God I'm too lazy to post on that sub. Total opposite of what this thread asked for, but I ended up having 2 pleasant interactions on that place. I got roasted by this cute girl I'd roasted a little while back, and then she DM'd me complimenting my hair, and we hit it off for a bit. There was this one dude who made a not very good roast about my masculinity and botched the spelling/grammar. I threw a roast back at him and included that. He said he was drunk and then said I was pretty for a guy, or something XD, don't remember entirely. Otherwise the roasts were great. I think my favorites were: someone left Fabio in the oven too long and called Bollywood. We just found their Caitlyn Jenner. Not me, but the peeped girl got absolutely incinerated. Couldn't even get through it. A roast is meant to be punchy and funny. That read like a bitter ant. I got banned from Facebook on a roast group for calling someone ugly. Because your roast was weak. Not mine but the ex of niece waiter will forever be legendary. Gross Gore Squad, where you at? I posted once while at my old job and a couple people lightly roasted me about being too poor for AirPods or whatever, but everyone else was like, you look completely dead inside, are you alright? So that was fun, lol. Someone said that my face would make a good leather jacket. I once said to a girl at work, I'd come on your face just to cover it, which drew a huge amount of laughs, snorts and spat out coffees in the breakfast canteen. Wow, turns out getting your appearance slated on the internet by people trying really hard to hurt your feelings actually can really hurt your feelings. Who'da thought? Pink eggs. Why would anyone ask to be insulted? I've never understood the RoastMe phenomenon. Are you all just masochistic, or what? I had one commenter that took my photo and photoshopped it so my whole face would slide up, leaving me with virtually no forehead. That one was the one that stuck with me the most, though not because it offended me, but because I didn't really understand the point of it. People seemed to love that one though. But overall, I didn't take any of the comments seriously, so I really wasn't troubled at all. It was quite amusing actually, though only a few of them were genuinely funny. I just went and saw it. You're way prettier in the before picture. That person didn't know what they're talking about. I hope you found a good job and feel more human. I'm Australian. I've never understood roasts. They seem so mean. Why are they funny? I always thought I'll never understand American humor. Where is the logic in saying such cruel things? Googled Australian humor, first thing that came up as making fun of Friends. Jim Jeffries was the first person I thought of. WTF. Are these comments all bots or something? Anyone who's responding with an answer doesn't actually have any posts to /r/roast. WTF is this? They probably deleted them or used another account.